Hello everyone, this is iKonakona playing as a sniper on Goldrush. Now when I play on this map, especially when I'm defending on this first part of Goldrush, I like to use the basic spots, the more well-known spots, because they work really well. And the reason why they work well is because it pretty much only shows the top portion of your body. Maybe the second one doesn't really show that much, but the two others show the top portion of your body, and whenever you can make your profile a lot smaller than your enemy's profile, you have a huge advantage over them. The first spot I like to shoot from is this second story of this building right here. Shooting out this door, you can see the enemy spawn. You can actually strafe back and forth and get a good view of all the doors of the enemy spawn. Now unfortunately, there are no engineers here. Usually there are a lot of engineers who like to set up in that second floor that kind of guard me from spies. Unfortunately, that spy got away, and right here actually gets me. I knew he was alive because I didn't kill him, but I was like, oh, I really want to get one more headshot, but I couldn't, and he gets me. But yeah, that second floor is a very good place to shoot from, even though the enemy is probably expecting you to be there. If you are a pretty good sniper, you can get off some quick headshots. I recommend shooting from there. The second spot is shooting around this corner and down this hallway. Now with this spot, you won't be able to have a good line of sight to the enemy spawn, but it's a good way to kind of suppress them, especially enemy snipers, because you have a really good line. They usually like to stay near those rocks, near their spawn, so you have a really good line of sight for headshots. But you can't stay there for very long because that hallway is very difficult to hold, especially if you don't have any sentries or anything. And even sentries there usually get taken out there pretty quick, so you won't be able to stay there for very long. But once I lose that position, I like to move all the way back here. This last spot is my favorite spot to snipe from on this map for a number of reasons. Like I said before, I like to snipe from spots that don't expose my entire body. I want to keep my profile, my body profile, as small as possible when I expose myself to the enemy and take a shot. Snipers like to go for body shots just in case they can't go for headshots, because body shots are a lot easier, and if I can keep my body profile small, it's going to make their shot a lot more difficult. The boxes on the left hide the bottom portion of my body and give me a good line of sight to the cart in this position. Now if I go on the right side here, you can see that I can use the bottom ledge right in front of me to kind of hide the bottom portion of my body. Again, only exposing the top portion of my body and making my body a smaller target to be hit. When I'm standing on this side, you can see how I'm using this left wall right in front of me as cover, just in case an enemy sniper pops out in the open down that hallway. Usually they like to pop out and maybe get a headshot on you, and they may be expecting you to be in the front of this wall that I'm standing right in front of. But usually I'm in the back here, and I can try to use this wall to my advantage, try to use this as cover, strafe sideways, peek out, and take a shot at him. This spot also has a good line of sight for enemies that hold the attic. Now the attic is a very important spot on this map. Whoever holds the attic has a huge advantage over the enemies, because if the enemy team, if the blue team were to put a teleporter in that attic, they would have a really fast way of getting to the cart if it were right in front of the checkpoint. So that attic is very important to try and hold. Unfortunately, we lost it here, so I'm standing back here and sniping. As you can see, I can have a pretty good shot on these guys who try to peek out of that right side and try and flank us. If you move far enough to the right, you can actually get a pretty good shot on the window over there. You can see that I can look in that window just to check for snipers. A lot of times you find a sniper there peeking out and trying to get a shot on your teammates, and you can cover them by moving all the way to the right side. They probably won't be expecting you to be there. Now you're probably wondering, well, how come I'm not using that front portion right where that sniper is standing? You can see that sniper right in front of me. Now that is a very popular sniper spot, but I don't really like to use that because it exposes your body too much. As you can see when I peek around here, look, he's ducking, he is sort of making himself a smaller target, but he's exposing his entire body. I don't really like that. So I like to stand all the way back here. Another reason I don't like that spot is usually an engineer is there, and I don't really like to bother engineers too much. I wouldn't be able to really spy check for them. I'm usually scoped in. As a sniper, you're usually always scoped in. Most of the time you're scoped in, and you can't really spend a lot of time looking around for spies. You can maybe hear them when they start sapping stuff. As for spy checking, you can't really do anything, so I'd rather stay back and not bother the engineer too much. Now sometimes I used to snipe there next to an engineer, and it was nice because a dispenser was always there. But whenever a spy started sapping stuff, the engineer didn't know who was the spy, either me or the other guy, and he started meleeing the wrong person. So I was kind of a distraction, and I felt that the engineer, I didn't want to cause him too much trouble, so I decided to step back a little bit and not be right in the engineer's face. Being close to that front edge, you might be putting yourself in a lot of danger. First, by snipers in that left window. Snipers in that left window actually have a shot at you if you're too close to that front edge. So if you're going to be standing there, you're going to have to constantly be looking towards that left window to cover yourself. Also, you have to worry about rocket jumping soldiers. They can start rocket jumping from the right side or even in front of you without you really knowing them. And if you're right there, they're probably going to go for you first and take you out. So if you're far back like this, you can provide supporting, covering fire for your teammates rather than being the center of attention. Because when you're a sniper, you don't really want to be the center of attention. So those are my favorite spots to snipe from while defending on Goldrush. Now, while I'm sniping here, actually, this guy, a spy, comes behind me and shoots me. I have a Razorback on, but I actually killed him a few times, so I think he was getting kind of mad and decided to just sneak up behind me and shoot me in the back. So my question for you guys is, what are your favorite spots to shoot from on this map? This is a very well-known, very popular map to play on. So what are your favorite spots? Let me know in the comments below. So that's today's video, and here's some other videos you may have missed. On the top, I go over a new weapon for the demo man in TF2, and on the bottom, I go over some of the very basics that I feel are important in Battlefield 3. So I hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.